Hello, everyone. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for coming and welcome to this webinar. Let me introduce myself. My name is Marta Perez, and I am working in Medtronic as consultant. In this project in ODIN, I am leading the Open Call, and today I am here to tell you about the fundamentals of the ODIN Open Call. The webinar is divided into three main sections. First of all, I will give you a short overview of the project. Then I will continue explaining the basis of the call, and I will finalize telling you about how to apply. Okay, then with no more delays, let me start. ODIN is a project that was born under the umbrella of the call of artificial intelligence for the smart hospital of the future in the Horizon 2020 programs, and comes from the necessity of the hospitals in deliver innovative artificial intelligence-based solutions. According to healthcare needs and hospitals' pain points, the project is working in a definition of the different elements that will enable a feasible strategy for the introduction of next generation technology, artificial intelligence, data and analytics, instrumentation and accessories, as well as services and connectivity. ODIN will be a scalable, extensible, interoperable, open-based platform to support robotic solutions, IoT and artificial intelligence-based applications to improve hospital efficiency and increase their productivity. ODIN will go beyond the technical elements, contributing to prepare the Europe market to the key enabling resources, with the final objective to reduce the variability, enhance confidence experience, improve outcomes, reduce cost, and contribute to the implementation of the European smart hospitals of the future. ODIN project is funded up to 10 million euros, where Medtronic is the project coordinator. The consortium is composed by other 20 partners from 11 European countries with a different and complementary specialization areas such as artificial intelligence, IoT, robotics, healthcare and clinical engineering, security, business and exploitation, data management, legal, etc. ODIN brings together a team consisting of highly innovative SMEs, mid-caps, and large companies specialized in healthcare and health data integration, universities, research centers, non-profit organizations, and 6 reference hospitals in Europe. ODIN aims to extend the vision to all the areas of hospital management, covering each of the daily activities of a hospital, including all involved actors. The proposed use cases address the clinical aspects, including diagnosis, treatment, rehabilitation, follow-up, and research, and also logistics. So the project addresses 7 reference use cases that are being demonstrated in the 6 pilots, and then hopefully expanded with the new pilots with this open call. Our pilots, you can see here, Medical University of Lodz in Poland, Charité University Hospital in Berlin, University Medical Center in Utrecht in Netherlands, Amiens in France, Hospital Clínico San Carlos in Spain, and University Hospital Campus Biomédico in Italy. So how to collaborate with this project? We have created the Open Innovation Community with 2 main lines of work. First of all, the Open Call, that it's an initiative to finance new solutions and use cases. And second, the Open Innovation Hub, which is a community of partners, mainly from the healthcare and ICT domains, interested in sharing experience, learning, challenge, services and solutions with practices and use cases. Positioning Europe at the forefront of hospitals 4.0 revolution based on highly digitalized and roboticized health installations. If you want more information or being part of this amazing community, please check our main website for registration. Okay, now I am going to explain the open call fundamentals. Why open calls? Well, Horizon 2020 programs are always difficult to access for SMEs and mid-caps that usually don't have a business unit dedicated to address such a challenging program. So we have also a much shorter time to receive grants. We are talking about 3 months because the funding is organized and provided by intermediary role of innovation action such as ODIN project, which makes the evaluation process quicker and also more effective. The pilots have also a shorter time to be implemented. It's basically 12 months against the 3 years in a Horizon 2020 programs. And finally, what is most interesting, which is the fact that the financing of the cascade mechanism normally ensures from 50K to 300K, and well, in our case, 420K to be distributed among 5 winners. Let me say that basically the only drawback that the open calls have is that they are usually hard to find. So please visit our website, which will be constantly updated with information on the ODIN Open Call, or you can widen your research by visiting regularly the European Commission website on competitive calls. And talking, of course, the opportunity, now let's go in deeper in the ODIN Open Call. The main objective of the Open Call is to develop and deploy innovative artificial intelligence, robotics, and IoT solutions for healthcare providers using ODIN elements for design, implementation, and deployment of new services, resources, and use cases. Of course, it's going to be a great opportunity for offering your solution with a mature ecosystem at European level, to have access and share knowledge and evidence of benefits of services based on artificial intelligence, robotics, and IoT, to have also a better understanding of current needs and gaps of services, and also to have access to companies of the key industry in artificial intelligence, robotic, and IoT, and also related domains. ODIN then is looking for private or public hospitals willing to incorporate ODIN platform and deploy current or new use cases. But also, ODIN is looking for innovative technological startups, SMEs, industries, universities, and research and technological centers deploying artificial intelligence, robotics, and IoT solutions that can be implemented within the healthcare sector. What are the eligibility criteria? Well, every participant has to be legally registered in a member state of the European Union or in a Horizon 2020 associated countries. Proposal solutions must provide a solution based on artificial intelligence, robotic, and IoT and relative domains. The language of the applications must be in English. Only one entity per proposal will be admitted. The maximum total length of the proposal is 15 pages in total, including front page and also table of contents. And the proposal must answer one of the proposed challenge and one sub-case of the open call. And well, as I just mentioned, the proposals may address one of the two challenges and one of the sub-cases and demonstrate how they will implement the solutions in the platform. Challenge 1, the challenge is open to proposals. We need to offer the technologies to solve one of the 4 sub-cases proposed. The proposal addressing this challenge needs to integrate their technology in ODIN platform. Only one single entity can present the proposal, and the complete budget for this challenge is 108,000 euros. As we foresee 3 winners here, means 60,000 euros for each proposal, for each winner. Challenge 2, this challenge is open to proposals with pilots, providing artificial intelligence, robotic, and IoT solutions aligned with ODIN reference use cases, or providing a new use case related to our domains. We are looking for here, for this challenge, we are looking for consortium composed by minimum by 2 entities, which are going to be the hospitals from one side and from the other side, the technology provider. They must deploy ODIN platform in their infrastructure, selecting the reference use case. The complete budget for this challenge is 240,000 euros. As we foresee here 2 winners, means 120,000 euros for each winner for each proposal. Detailing the challenge, the first challenge, the challenge 1, which are basically technical challenge. For new providers, we have inventory management. The proposed solution may be based on commercial or open source software and hardware to make inventory management as safe, quick, and automatic as possible in hospital environments. We have the second one, anomaly detection system. The proposed system should be able to notify about anomalies detected in ODIN platforms KPI streams, or provide a composite analysis of multiple KPI streams. The third one is the hospital recognition. The proposed system must be able to detect different objects in hospital environments, like beds, mobile equipment, etc., as well as common objects such as human faces, chair, doors, etc., through generic video feeds. And the fourth one, the last one, we have the reusable workflow. We propose the definition of common, generic, and reusable workflows for hospital management. These workflows may be formalized using ODIN choreographer component and should employ as much as possible the common key enable resources available in the different ODIN pilots as inputs. Detailing the challenge 2, which are focused or which are for new pilots. First, we have the logistic use case. This use case was created or is created to enable technologies to contribute to improve the design, scheduling, and execution of hospital logistics, clinical engineering, and medical device management. It includes the phases of material procurement, storage, and distribution part of the logistic management, and those phases related to the clinical, engineering, and medical devices management. Under this use case, we had the following reference use cases. First, we have 8 logistics support. This subcase aims to leverage the technology to optimize all these logistic activities, improving working conditions, optimizing the working time for repetitive tasks that do not require attention, and the efficiency and workflow within the hospital. And the second one is the clinical engineering. This subcase covers aspects related to the technologies for improving the clinical engineering, the management of medical locations, and medical equipment. Then we have the clinical use case that aims at maximizing data-driven decisions and supporting execution of clinical tasks through the adoption of robotic and IoT platform. Under this use case, we have the following use cases: artificial intelligence for diagnosis. The objective of this use case is to verify if artificial intelligence and IoT-driven approach is able to improve the diagnostic pathway by personalizing the diagnostic trajectory of patients, or provide integrated capacity management of the full diagnostic supply chain. Clinical task and the patient experience is the second one. This reference use case covers experiments related to the technologies for improving execution of clinical tasks and patients' overall experience within the hospital ecosystem. The third one is the clinical workflow that aims to implement and validate workflow-driven solutions supporting the automation of clinical research execution processes. And the last one is the telemedicine that aims to implement home telemonitoring services of clinical parameters integrated with the electronic health record system to promote the patient's continuity of care. And then we have the use case, the territorial. This reference use case is exclusively focused on the action against possible catastrophes that may occur in the future, covering the subcase disaster preparedness due to the multitude difficulties that, now or in the past, hospitals had to face because of COVID-19. We have added an open challenge, just in case, an open challenge in the different areas, just in case your solution does not fit with any reference use case proposed. This is a summary of the funding. ODIN allocates 420,000 euros for cascade funding for the financial support of the new stakeholders that will be selected through the open call. This amount will be divided in this way: for new providers, 180,000 euros, 3 winners, and then 60,000 euros for each proposal. And new pilots, 240,000 euros, 2 winners, and 120,000 euros for each proposal. The industrial third parties will be funded with 70% of their respective cost, and the public entities will be funded with the 100%. The distribution of the funding over the time will be up to 20% of the pre-financing at the start, then an interim payment of 50%, and a final payment up to 100% of the total funding. Each funding stage will be paid upon approval of the project agreement, which includes the project plan, deliverables, and the approval of the interim and final reports. The call is active now, as you know. It was published last 1st of July and will be open during 3 months. That means that the deadline to send the proposals will be or is 29 of September. Then in October and November, we will have the evaluation period, and the winner list will be published at the end of November. All applicants will receive a notification, even if the proposals has been rejected, and successful applicants will receive final notification and the request for signing the third-party agreement during December. Then the funded projects, the winners, will start middle of January of the next year, and they will have a total duration of 12 months. Immediately after the submission deadline, the evaluation process will start or begins. Every proposal will be checked to ensure that it meets the eligibility criteria before it's sent for evaluation to the Open Call Review Board. This board will consist of an external and independent group of experts who will be monitoring the whole process. The experts will be individuals with experience in the field of innovation, linked, of course, to this open call, and also with the highest level of knowledge. They will sign a declaration of confidentiality concerning the evaluation process and the content of the proposals they evaluate. Each proposal will be evaluated anonymously by 2 reviewers, and a ranking list per each challenge will be assembled with all proposals that score above the threshold, that is 3 out of 5 in each individual category. Prior to the publication of the winner list, the selected proposals will be reported to the ODIN project officer of the European Commission for a final grant decision. After the evaluation of the proposals, all applicants will be informed if the proposals was accepted or is accepted or not. And the open call evaluation process is foreseen to be finished within a maximum of 2 months for the closing date of the open call. And what does evaluation measure? The criteria and aspects that evaluators will consider are: first, excellence. This is soundness of concept, quality of objectives, and innovative elements present in the proposal. Second is quality and efficiency of the implementation and the management. Of course, feasibility of the work plan, quality and effectiveness of the technical methodology, including the work plan, contribution to collaboration with ODIN to achieve the objectives of the project, and justification of the resources to be committed. The impact, potential impact through the development, dissemination, and use of the project results. And the last one will be the sustainability. This is the commitment to long-term vision and sustainability of the ODIN project. Of course, it's very, very important that you writing the proposal, how you are going to integrate your solution in the platform. This is going to be key for the success of the proposals. Each category will be scored on a scale from 0 to 5. The overall maximum score is 20. For a proposal to be considered for being selected for funding, the score has to pass the threshold of 3 out of 5 in each individual category, and the total points must reach the minimum threshold of 15 points. Okay, now we are with this part, we are arriving to the end of this presentation with the last part, which is the application process. Follow these simple 3 steps to get the documentation and submit your proposal. First, you should just have to complete the registration in our main website to obtain and to download all the documentation. Second is to download all the required information. And the third step is, the last step is submit your proposal. The documentation includes the guide for applicant that presents a brief overview of the context of and approach of the ODIN project and details all the information required to guide in preparing a proposal for this open call. It provides instructions on structuring and submitting your proposal, as well as on the eligibility and evaluation criteria. Second document is the platform overview, which gives you the technical information needed to understand the insights of ODIN. And the final documents are the applicant templates, which is divided in 3 different documents. We have one Word, which is the template to write the proposals. This is the Word document. And 2 different budgets, which are the Excel files. One is for single companies, and the other one is for pilots, for the consortium. Both documents, I mean the Word and one Excel, are the required documents to submit the proposal. How to submit your application? To submit and evaluate proposals, we are using a specific platform, which is odin.submitsquare.com. You will need to sign up in this platform, creating a new account. Once the new account is created, you will receive a confirmation email to ensure that the registration is successful. Please check always your spam folder. And then after these steps, you need to log in again with your new user. And now you will be able to submit your proposal. If you have any doubt during the process, please, of course, contact the ODIN Open Call team using this email that you can see here, opencall@odin-smarthospitals.ue. And I wish you really, really good luck to everyone during this hard process. And well, I stop here. And now if you have questions, I open the round for you. Okay, I can see here in the Q&A questions. First, can you explain which use cases are dealing with the topic artificial intelligence for diagnosis. What exactly are the medical topics that are already covered for this in the ODIN project? Thank you, Dijan, for this question. This reference use cases is very, very well explained in the guide for applicant. So for this, I highly recommend that you go to the main webpage and download the guide for applicant. And at the end of this guideline, you will find an annex and that is explaining with very detail these use cases, and also you will see the examples that the current pilots in the in our projects are deploying for this use case. So you will see the examples and the implementations. 4,000 euros, this is the budget to be distributed between 3 winners. Yes, this is right. This is the complete budget for the open call, and then we need to split this budget among the different winners. So it's 4,000 per applicant. Yeah, but we cannot give you this total amount of money because the maximum is 60,000 euros. This is why it's 60,000 per each winner. So, for example, if you need to, in the budget, if you are SME, for example, that is private company, then you need to ask for, or I can only give you the 70% of the budget. That means that in your budget, you need to put this number, 84,000 euros, and then I can only give you 60,000 budget euros, sorry, which is the maximum budget that I can give you. I don't know if this is clear. Hopefully, yes. If not, I can explain again. But more or less, this is correct. But the maximum amount that I can give you is 60,000 if you are an SME. Okay. So for challenge 2, but in any case, again, this information is also explained in the guide for applicant. If this is not so clear, hopefully, yes, it's not, please, you can write an email to the Open Call team, and I will try to explain myself again if it's not clear with clear examples of how to distribute the percentage, if it's public or private company. For challenge 2, hospitals, okay. Can also include, for example, residential care homes for elderly. Yes, you can do it. So we are looking for hospitals, but also, hospitals, private or public, but also we are looking healthcare organizations, residential care homes, primary care, okay. Okay, hello Alberto from Gradient. Are the open challenge completely open? Yes, they are. Can we propose any application based on artificial intelligence, IoT, robotics for this diagnosis and or medical decision support? Yes, you can propose. Are you seeking for a specific technology use case medical specialties? No, this is really open, so you can propose based on the relative domains that we are working in the project. You can propose this this use case. Good morning, Tori. I would like to ask, what did you mean with implementing ODIN platform? If I understood well, the ODIN platform is a collection of use cases, and applicants to this open call can propose a new use cases or deploy one of those already implemented in a hospital. It is right? Yeah. Well, ODIN is going to be a platform collecting different elements that will help the demand side, hospitals, primary cares, etc., to incorporate in an easy way solutions or services based on the artificial intelligence, robotics, etc. So that means, because I mean, we see that in this new era of the technology solutions, the hospital has a lot of issues and needs to incorporate different solutions from the different stakeholders or the different companies, and this platform will help the hospitals from one side, and from the other side the third parties, the providers, to implement different solutions and scale the solutions in the different hospitals. So all the pilots needs to incorporate this platform. They need to deploy the functionalities in their premises. And then, I mean, with this, if we can engage new use case, for example, new hospital, for example, they can select the different use cases and they can incorporate in their infrastructure. Hope now you have a clear vision of this, but in any case, talking about the platform, we are going to have second webinar, which is going to be in September, more or less second week of September, and during this webinar we are going to explain with more detail everything related to the platform, what are going to be the requirements. We are going to explain in a better way the platform and all the functionalities. But in any case, again, if you download all the information, you will find a specific documents talking about the technology part. So this is for explain in detail the ODIN platform. Okay. Hi, Piero. It is possible to propose a hospital that is not already part of the ODIN consortium? Yes, of course. You can propose a hospital that is not already part of the ODIN consortium. In fact, the ODIN partners cannot be part of any proposal. But for example, we have a partner here in Spain, which is the Hospital San Carlos, that is placed in Madrid. A different hospital in Madrid can propose or can be a candidate for this challenge, for this proposal. Okay. So we are not limited to the city of the hospitals that are part of our consortium. We are looking also for different areas, for different cities, for different countries. Yes, Patricia, sure, you can make questions. Is this presentation available for download? We can upload it in our main website. For everything related to this open call, please check it. Check our website. We have a specific tab for the open call, and then you can here find everything related to this call. You will find all the documents that, in order to obtain all the documents, as I explained, you need to register first. You will find also the recording of this webinar and also this presentation. Which is the maximum amount of integrants? But in any case, this presentation is just an extract of the guide of applicant. So again, I recommend you to download this document that is very, very detailing all the information related to this open call. Hi, Achon. Which is the maximum amount of integrants in the consortium? We don't have maximum, we have minimum. The minimum is 2, because we need the hospital from one side, and from the other side, we need the technology supplier, okay? The supplier that is going to bring you the technology. So this is why 2 are the minimum companies or organizations, but we don't have maximum, okay? One hospital and one company, yes. 2 hospital and 1 companies, yes. This is another type of consortium that you can present. There is no issue about that. Hi, thank you for your interesting presentation. Thank you so much. What next after winners have delivered their solution? Are they involved in ODIN project? Of course, you are going to be part of us, of ODIN project, because you are going to sign a third-party agreement. So you are going to be part of our big ecosystem, and our idea is that you connect with the different people, different partners that we are in ODIN. And well, of course, you are going to be part of this amazing ecosystem. Can we work with hospitals out of EU regarding 100 to get pilots for the project? The hospitals need to be part of European Union or be legally registered as a member of the European Union. There is a document that is detailing which are the countries that are selected for funding. So it's not only the European countries. So we have also associated countries, and exists a list. We can provide this list in our website if you need it, but there is a specific list about this. So it's not limited to the European countries, but the country needs to be associated in the Horizon 2020 countries, okay? 100,000, 20,000 euros is to the consortium, yes. So it is divided by 2 elements of the consortium, but 2 organizations of the consortium, yes. Yes, Patricia, these questions. Within the challenge 2, where a consortium of hospital and technology provider is required, how will be managed the new intellectual property generated for a new software solution? Yeah. Well, the intellectual property is always a question. For this specific topic, we write a specific chapter on the guide for applicant, and again, download this document that is right to help you to write your proposals. And here you can find everything related to the intellectual property. But the intellectual property that you bring, I mean, is yours. But everything that is generated with a pilot, for example, if you find something that you can generate with a specific pilot inside ODIN, that means that is a cooperation, is going to be for the project, okay? But the intellectual property that you bring is yours. So, but again, please read the chapter that is specifically talking about intellectual property, okay? Thanks for the explanation, it's clear now, okay, Dermot. Consortium is created with the reference hospitals, I'm sorry. Consortium is created with the reference hospitals or new hospital proposed by us. The consortium is going to be created with the new hospitals that you can propose, okay? Again, you cannot create a consortium with our ODIN hospitals. This is not permitted, this is not allowed, because it's a conflict of interest. The new hospitals need to proposed by you, okay? Does the proposal require to have a technology already working in other hospitals, or we can submit a proposal with a technology that is just a prototype or a concept? Yes, well, you can propose a technology that is already working, yes, and also you can propose a prototype or a concept, yes. Here in the project, we are working with technologies that are more or less TRL 6 or more. We are not working with concepts, but we are open because we are, this call is innovative and we are open for everything. So yes, you can propose a prototype or a concept, but this is not in, I mean, it's not in my hands to evaluate this. It's going to be evaluated by the board, and maybe they can consider if we have a proposal that is the best proposal and is showing technology that is already working against a technology or prototype that is a concept. I don't know how they are going to evaluate this. Okay. I don't know if you can, if you present a concept that is going to be something very, very innovative, they evaluate with the highest ranking, but I cannot tell you this. But of course, you can present the proposal with the concept, okay? Okay, I have lost 1 second. So basically, okay, so basically for a challenge 2, there is 120,000 K, and for example, 2 partners, okay. Can we request more than 60K for SMEs, but that 70% will still be exactly 60K? No, no. If you request more than 60K, for example, if you request 890, I think is, or 850,000 euros, that is more or less exactly this 70%. So I'm going to give you this 60K, okay? If you ask in your proposal for 60K, and as you are SME, then I need to funding you with the 70%, I will give you the 70% of this 60K. That means, I don't know, 40, 30? Okay. So if you willing to have 60K, if you are SME, you need to ask for 85, more or less. Okay. This is very important. Good morning. Are participants from Switzerland as associated country eligible to apply for the open call? Yes. Applicants from Switzerland can apply to this open call. In case of challenge 2, B2, consortium must be with Mule, Q or AMAS, or must we recommend other? Again, the consortium cannot be Mule in Poland because it's already part of our consortium. Needs to be another hospital that can be placed in Poland. Okay. Amiens, for example, in France, cannot be part of your consortium because it's part of ODIN consortium. It's a conflict of interest, okay? You need to look for another hospital in France, okay? Okay, Patricia, I hope this is clear now. Does partners need to have a PIC number as for the European projects? Is highly recommended, but it's not a requirement, okay? Highly recommended, but it's not a requirement. This is not something that is going to decrease in the ranking, okay? We must indicate in our proposal one of the Mule, Cook, or AMIS hospital, or applications is further selected by hospitals. The proposal that, the use case needs to be the ones that we have discussed, okay, in the challenge 2. And if you think that your solution doesn't fit to these different use cases, you can propose another one inside the or within the open challenge, okay? But please, you cannot use the hospital that is already in our consortium, okay? It is correct that the funding rate is 100% for both for SMEs and research entities? No. No, this is not correct, Enrico. For SMEs that normally are private, is 70%. The ones that are public are 100%. Okay? Private, 70%, public, 100%. Okay? And again, for example, for public companies that are willing to present proposals inside the challenge 1, for example, You are going to ask maybe with 84,000 euros, but as I need to give you the 100%. I cannot give you this total amount because the maximum will be 60,000 euros. Okay. Hopefully this is clear, or I mean, this is quite complex, the budget. We are going to prepare the frequent question and answers, and I will. Okay, Patricia, perfect. Thank you. And I will detail this because normally, I mean, I see that you have issues to understand this. I will try to do my best in explaining this. Again, please use the guide for applicant that is well explained. But in any case, I will work under this specific topic to explain better this the budget. Okay, but in any case, I mean, if you also download the template, and if you play with the different elements in the Excel file, maybe you will understand better. Okay, I mean, you can ask whatever you want. Okay, the issue is that the maximum quantity that I can give you in this case will be 60,000 euros. Okay, but then again, if you are private, and I can give you only 70%. If you ask for 60,000 euros, you will receive less quantity. Okay. Hopefully this is clear. I don't know if everything now is clear. If not, again, I will work under this topic to help you. Okay. With some examples. Okay, so we are arriving to the end. We have 1 minute. Just to confirm, consortium of SME and hospital, we request send it, okay, and get the hospital. What? Sorry, just to confirm, consortium of SMEs and the hospital. Okay, we request and we get. Yes, this is right. You will get 60K. This is the 70%. Okay, this is right. Does the hospital get the remaining 60K? Yes. Yes, of course. I mean, if you are going to split the budget, for example, in the middle, you will receive the 60K and then the other part will receive the 60K. Yes. They will receive the 60K. Okay. The remaining 60K. Is now understood? I don't know if you have any other question. We have arrived at the end. Okay. Hopefully no. I don't know, maybe you have now much more questions than before. Thank you very much for attendance this webinar. Thank you very much for hearing me. In any case, if you still have questions, you need to discuss in detail something, please, you can contact the Open Call team in this specific email, and you will receive all the answers. Okay, we are here to help you, and I wish you really good luck during this process. Thank you. Hopefully I can see you in the next webinar. Thank you. Bye.